He was born and raised in the streets of Durban, South Africa. As a young boy, he would kick the ball around with his friends in backyards and at the end of the streets in cul-de-sacs, idolizing players such as Pavel Nedved, Clarence Seedorf, Zinedine Zidane and the likes. This young boy knew at a tender age that his dream was to become a professional footballer. As a teenager, he migrated with his family to Australia, Perth, and began to ply his trade as a young footballer. In the early stages of his development, he showed some great promise, featuring in both reserve and first team for his local club, Ashfield Football, and even representing state for WA at under 17 level. But as an 18-year-old, suffered a great knee injury that caused a 5-year setback from the game. But now, as a 25-year-old, realizing that his passion for the game had not died, he pulled out an old pair of boots, dusted them off, and joined up with his current local team, Rockingham City FC. Deciding to transition from a striker down to a centre midfield, began to put in some excellent performances, with some displays that show incisive passing, skilled dribbling, beautiful pinging, and above all, great finishing. We were looking for our first major professional contract. As a 61 rated 25-year-old from Rockingham City, it was time for us to make the big step, turn the page, and begin a new journey with Perth Glory. Yes, guys, yo. Welcome to my very first installment of EAFC 24. L.D.B for life here, aka Lido Bishop. And I want to welcome you first of all to my channel. It's fairly new. As you can see, there's not much on it. But looking forward into the year, I guarantee you there will be heaps of content being uploaded because I've got some great, crazy ideas. Now, as you can see, we've decided to start this career mode as a center midfielder. And we're going to stay in that position throughout. Now, in terms of my personality, I've chosen to go with the heartbeat because that's just the type of person I am. Natural born leader, a pick me up. I'm always there for anybody, whoever needs it. So I've chosen to go with the heartbeat, but in terms of personality traits, I'm going to try and level it out because with personality traits, you get to unlock different play styles. So if you only have one, then you only get 4 play styles. But if you have like 50%, let's say 50% virtuoso, 25% heartbeat, and 25% maverick, then you get to unlock 4 play styles from one and 2 play styles from the other. So, you can kind of mix it up. But yeah, heading into our first game for this one, it was just a preseason friendly. But it wasn't one to be taken lightly because it was up against Sydney FC, which is a team that we currently have in our league. So it was a good game to test out our skills, see where we at, if we're able to perform on the high level that the A-League requires. All that said, we had a terrible performance in this game. We only ended off with a 5.5 rating and a 1-0 loss to Sydney FC. But it's okay, it's pre-season. We're only getting warmed up. That said, it's not really good for me on a personal note because, as we all do, I would have loved to hit the ground running, maybe with at least an assist or a goal. But we have 2 other opportunities with 2 more games, and it shows in the manager rating. We've lost some favor. But following that game, our agent came to us with some recommendations. And the first one was Kangzhou FC, I believe they're a Chinese team. And the second one was Ryan Reynolds Wrexham FC. Now, I would choose to go to them, but honestly, League 2 from the A-League, I'm kind of looking to move up. I would put the 2 leagues pretty much on the same level. So, I think I'm going to aim a little bit higher. But in terms of target teams, to be honest, guys, I don't really have one at the moment. I'm just going to currently go through the season, maybe halfway through the season. If I decide who I want to play for, then I'll set a target team. Or if you guys have any ideas, suggestions of teams that I could possibly go to from Park Glory, then feel free to put them down in the comments. Don't be shy. I'm open to all. But coming up in our second match, it was another preseason friendly against another league opposition in Western Sydney Wanderers. Now, we came into this game 1-0 down, and obviously I was looking to improve on my last performance against Sydney. And to be honest, we started off this one a little bit better than last, and it began to show. Like in this, we just some good team pressing. I managed to get a ball through, but unfortunately, we couldn't finish it. And once again, we kept going for it against the Western Sydney Wanderers because I was determined to put in a great performance after my last match. I'm trying to win myself a starting position here, and it's not easy. But once again, as you can see, it was another loss to another league opponent, 1-0. And this performance wasn't as bad as the last one. I think we ended it off with 6.5, which is like 10 ratings higher than what we got in the last game, 6.6. But overall, yeah, a much better game. 90% passing accuracy, that's really good. And as you can see, we've gained some favor from our manager through that game, which is great. Slowly working our way up to a starting position. So up next, we had our third and final preseason friendly of the tournament, coming up against Mumbai City FC from India. And once again, we came off with the bench for this one, and I decided to go for two interceptions as our enhanced target objective for the game. Now, I was really, really hoping to put in a good performance in this game because our previous two games weren't the greatest, and obviously I haven't yet secured that starting position that I've been looking for. So yeah, I was looking to really come off the bench in this one and make a big impact, but the impact was made at the opposite end of the pitch with Mumbai City coming in and scoring to make it 1-0, making our job ever so harder. Basically, we spent the next 10 minutes running around like a headless chicken, trying to win the ball back, hoping to get position, knowing that there's not much time left. Also, I would have to put in a real top performance in order to start gaining that favor from the manager. So, with my very first assist in this game, that takes us up to a 6.9 rating. And yeah, like it looks like it's starting to take off. And in the very next highlights, we break away from a corner on a counter. And once again, I play the ball through to Williams, who scores for my second assist. So, yeah, that was a complete turnaround in this game right towards the end. And for our final preseason friendly, we walk away with the 1-0 win against with the 2-1 win against Mumbai City FC. And yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for that performance. I came off the bench, got two assists, basically the impact player of the game. Not only that, but we came off with, I think it was an 8.3 rating. And yeah, we completed two passes, we got two assists, zero goals, 8.5 kilometers ran, and yeah, we managed to tick all our boxes for the manager. In doing so, we finally gained that starting position. So, to celebrate, I decided to do some shopping. Yes, I went out, I bought a trampoline, I read a book a course for dancing, sponsored coach travel, and I think what was it? Yeah, bought a high-end hybrid mattress. You gotta have those good sleeps in order to put in a good performance. But anyway, guys, yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave this episode for today. But before we do, I'm just going to get in and get some attributes up, rather skill points, spend some skill points, because I think we had about 12 or was it 15 to spend? Yeah, and I spread them out quite evenly because, as I mentioned before, I want to be a box to box type center midfielder. I want to be able to defend. I want to be able to attack. I want to be strong. I want to be, a little bit quick. So that means agility, pace, strength, all of that is got to go up. And yeah, so in terms of skill points, I'm going to distribute them evenly across the board. That said, I am going to mostly focus on my dribbling and passing because at the end of the day, I am a midfielder. And yeah, it's as a midfielder, it's your job to be the general of the game. And in order to do so, you got to be able to get around players, and you got to have the vision to pick out a good pass or to see player runs and player movements. And yeah, so that's why I've decided to spread my points um, balanced, I should say, across the board. And for the end of the episode, that leaves us at a 72 rating. So yeah, as I said, that will do us for this episode, guys. I really hope that everybody enjoyed it. If you do, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to continue watching this, and I'll make sure that I continue with daily uploads. But until then, guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.